All new 2025 decor on a rear kitchen model with panoramic views and a custom hood for a microwave. Plus, this has a hidden bunk. Let's go check it out. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a nice tour of the 2025 Wildwood X-Lite 24VIEW, one of their smaller hidden bunk models with the rear kitchen. But I'll tell you, this is going through a massive 2025 remodel, starting on the exterior here. I'm just going to spend about 30 seconds, then dip on the inside. But you see new fiberglass, new decor. I love the lighting system that they have, but also this year you can get it in a more, you can get, obviously this is fiberglass, sorry, I'm tangling up my words. This is going to be the metal. So they have that flat matte kind of metal that you can get there. Save yourself, you know, a couple bucks. So whichever way that you choose to get it, now you can have it that way. But soft glow lighting, just looking really sharp. On the inside, the cabinetry is different. The bathroom is different. Same floor plan with a different look. I mean, look at the radius mirror with the backlight. And then you turn around. I love the fact that Salem introduced these, you know, little strip lights. There's a couple brands that are doing it, but none of which are going to be at this price. Plus, they're going to be on a dimmer. So, I mean, imagine snuggling up with honey buns on your little L couch here. You got the fireplace rolling. You have a TV attached, and you're going to be watching a movie, and you got it dimmed down just for some nice ambient lighting. You know, it does not get much better than that, but let's flip on the light and keep on moving. So right over here, you have massive windows for a really good view of that guy, whoever that is. So hello, you're going to be famous. And then right here, you have you have a sofa that pulls down to make a jackknife for some extra sleeping. So, you know, if the grandkids don't want to sleep in the little hidden bunk room, you got an extra spot. You know, I'm probably not sleeping in the hidden bunk room. I'm probably posting up right there if I'm the buddy coming along with the trip. They also introduced the bamboo nightshades right here. So I think that is pretty darn special. This is also an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop if you can't make it to that door for whatever reason. But right over here, if you're not familiar with the view, the 24VIEW, there actually is a bunk located right behind this area. So not only do you have a place to put your TV, your cords, you know, a little place for remotes, an electric fireplace with the reflective mirrored finish, 4 different color modes. But I mean, man, what a great spot to open up. And yes, it does have some ducted air back here, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, it's a little bit claustrophobic if you're somebody that's got, you know, issues with that. This also lifts up. Which side does it lift up from? There you go. So you can make this into more of a desk if you would like. So I think that's pretty darn cool. And then right there, you know, obviously for sleeping, you got a little stool, but really cool setup. And you got cubbies over on the right. I'm not sure what that's a dimmer for right there, but more storage. And then you are closed back up into what I would consider, you know, incognito mode. Now, before you get to the hidden storage, you do have a little bit of storage over here to the right, and there's some more down at the bottom. You also have this little cubby, which isn't really good for much more than, you know, maybe like a little love decor, maybe some picture frames or things that you're not going to use, you know, when you're traveling. I maybe would introduce like a net there and fill that up with books. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know my wife loves to read, so we're always trying to find different places in the house as she's sneaking more and more books. She says she trades them in with her mom, but I know she's getting like a 4-to-1 ratio, so 4 in, 1 out. She's just, she's deceiving me with books. But, you know, that's okay. She's a smarty patootie. So right here, you got your 12-volt refrigerator, which is going to be nice because it'll run off of, you know, solar if you choose to have solar up on the roof, which I believe the Platinum comes with it, which is going to be that fiberglass, solar, and I think that's it. And then the metal-sided one basically just does not have that. This is also going to be the rear kitchen setup. Huge fan of this rear kitchen. I mean, it is small, it's compact, but it packs a huge punch. I mean, you're going to have 4 stools, including the one that's in the bunk room that we saw. Massive windows for good views. I imagine just hanging out with my wife or a kid and just overlooking, you know, the river, the lake, you know, just kind of enjoying it. I just think it is pretty darn snazzy. You also have a little bit of storage here up underneath that they tucked away for no wasted space. Fuse box. All of these do open up. That back one is going to be an emergency exit as well. So hopefully you never have to use it. But, you know, if you do, you got it, I suppose. You got it like that. And then right here, you got your cooking and cleaning center, baby. But also new to 2025. And I thought this was just too cool for school. Why they added it, I think it's purely just for that wow factor. And they tested it up to 2 Gs, I think is what they said, of driving, 2.4 or something. So it's going to withstand some pretty good, you know, kind of action. I mean, look at this. This is middle. This is where it'll be like at its worst. If you were driving down like this, you're new boot goofing. You're doing something goofy. But I mean, I'm yanking on that thing going sideways. It's awesome. I mean, even if this thing does flip up, it's pretty sturdy. Hands-free on the strut system. Microwave right there. But then when you don't want people to see the microwave, boom. Steel case. Snaps into place. You're ready to rock. You got some storage here. Outlet. Wow, look at that. That's cool. Outlet right there along with the 4G, 5G LTE. So that's pretty neat if you have prepped up for that. I really dig that. I wasn't expecting that. Great place for like Keurig coffee. Maybe even a CPAP if you want to sleep along, you know, this side. But 3 stovetop burner, a little oven for some cookies or a DiGiorno. You also got some plumbing back in there. And then you're going to have your dual split sink with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. More storage for more stuff. No outlets on this side, but that got you covered on the other one. That was pretty cool. I know that's simple, but that was pretty neat. But what do you guys think about the new decor? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm busting out 6 of these. 2 destinations, 4 travel trailers, all with this decor, looking so sharp. And Salem and Wildwood have been the #1 in the RV industry for, you know, for a while. But #1 and #2. And they surpassed this so much with this decor, in my opinion. And they're not done. There's some more stuff coming out. But right here, extra storage there up underneath. And as you saw, it does drop down to make the bed. This is going to be the control for your AC. Now I'm directly underneath it. I got the dump valve not open. That is like stiff. That should open up. I'm not sure why that's not. But this will be a dump valve will open up. They're going to be... basically, you can disproportionately push that cool air into this area. The radius, the rounded look to it, just looks really sharp. I like how you can see half the door sits in that little pocket there. And the shower matches it as well. I mean, how sweet is that? And keep in mind, guys, this is an entry-level priced camper. I mean, it doesn't get much better. You got the plastic foot flush throne, corner radius shower. So I'm not a huge fan overall of the plastic toilet or the radius shower. But for all of this, in a camper that's going to be a fraction of the price that looks like this, I will take this all day, every day. I mean, the shower, while not ideal, I mean, I'm not exactly a small guy. 6 foot, 300 pounds, and I can fit in this, you know, just fine. For height-wise, you know, right here, if you were standing right there, you could get away with it if you're about 6'1". Right here, you got about 6'4". The old bowling gun, baby. Which bowling, by the way, kind of upset. Our bowling alley went through a remodel, and we just called up there to see when the league started. Keep in mind, we've dominated this league for years. They just told us that it's starting week 3, and I'm going to have to miss it because I'll be in Charleston. But by the time this video is published, I'll already be back in bowling. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Suburban on-demand hot water heater. So it's going to be the same water heater that is going to be on something like that, which is pretty darn incredible. It'll be instant heat for you. As long as you have propane, you got hot water. JBL speakers. Solar amp charge controller for the solar that's up on top that comes here with the platinum package. Slide out, awning, lights. And then, of course, you know, your dimmer. So again, you can shut off those lights, get in that snuggle mode. You're ready to rock. You also have your freshwater, battery, black 2, gray, galley. All can be located right here, so you can check those levels. And then now we're heading back into the bedroom, which this is going to be on that VersaTilt. And if you're not familiar with the VersaTilt, you know, if you're new to shopping for RVs, basically it's a bed bed incliner. I don't know if I'd use that language, but I guess that's what it is. Basically, it lifts the bed up and it pulls it up right here. So in a camper that you typically don't have walk-around space to get to the other side, now you do, because this is a 66 by 78 custom RV King, so it's got those rounded corners. But this allows you to access, you know, this right here without being crunched. Then obviously when you lower it with that button over there, it goes and it pushes up against the wall when you're not using it. But for now, you know, you got some walking space. You got some walking space. It also allows you to have these little steps. So, you know, if you want to get up in there, you can. You're not walking around it, but you're ready to go. Outlets, USBs, and cubbies. But I think that about wraps it up for the inside. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Say hello, maybe say where you're from, and let's get on the outside where I'll just spend a couple moments. But in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for the pricing if this is something that you're interested in, will be down in the description. And again, this is the 2025 Wildwood X-Lite 24VIEW. And man, that lighting fixture, I can't get over. I like the new gray decal, the look. I think this is going to do some damage in the RV industry. Even this front rock guard looks really nice. Power tongue jack, propane. You also have a battery disconnect right over there. Underneath is going to be enclosed there for you, so you don't have to worry, you know, about any of that, which is always nice. So heated and enclosed underbelly. Although it's not a Four Seasons RV, get away with it for, you know, maybe an extended 3 for sure. Dry erase surface. I remember when a couple of years ago, I think it was a 2021 North Trail had this, and they called it the Doodle Station. So every time I see dry erase or maybe a refrigerator that you can draw on, it's got to be referred to as the old Doodle Station. A big awning with no slides on this side, so great area for either shade, for the picnic tables, cornhole, grilling out, you know, all that good stuff. But I like the fact that they have the white arms with the gray awning covers and the marine grade exterior speakers, extra large grab handle. You got yourself a little screen door right here as well, along with those solid entry steps, which are nice just for, you know, for me, for instance, being a little bit bigger, the fact that you can jump up and down that without them being the flimsy little, you know, the flimsy little guys. You also have the dual axles, and they're spread out a little bit more, so if you smoke a pothole, it'll dump as opposed to like rattling them both at the same time. Outlets, cable hookup, same thing right over here. You also got yourself a little bit of a griddle, so if you want to whip up, you know, burgers, bacons, tofu, if that's your style, you know, you got it. Madison, what's up? My sister is a vegan. Weird little thing, but she likes tofu. I don't know. It's all right. I've had that, and I had Seton one time, and that was all right. So right here's about a refrigerator big enough for about a 30 rack of apple juice. And then, hey, what's up, brother?
How you been, man?
Doing real good. And then right here you have your bumper with a spare tire. And then you also have a prep for a rear observation camera, so that way you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers as you're driving down the road. Flip it around on the non-camp side. This is going to be, you know, your hookup and, you know, takedown station. You got your 50 amp connection right here because you'll have 2 ACs, or, you know, the ability for it. You got your galley tank right there, manual stabilizing jacks, so put yourself a 5/16 bit and, you know, zip it on down really nice and easy. Cable and satellite hookups will be right here, and then these little tabs are going to be prepped for a slide topper. And if you're not familiar with what a slide topper is, it's a piece of awning that's going to go from here to here, and that's going to be going a long way to prevent debris from falling on top of your camper or from your slide. And then when you pull it in, a lot of times when you get a leak, it's because there's like a tree branch or something that pops into that seal, and that's where you get, you know, kind of that uh-oh moment. So you're also going to have your sewage holding tank right here, along with your black tank flush, which if you're not familiar, it's a sprinkler system there for your poop tank, city water connection, and then you also have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to get on top of your roof, check your seals, check your slides, probably do that about every couple of months. And this is going to be the other end there of that storage. And what I do like too, again, more entry level here, but you have the magnetic latches. It's just kind of, you know, more ease of use type stuff. But you got your pass-through storage, which isn't overly huge, but it does provide you with a little bit of, you know, extra oomph, a little bit extra firepower. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope to see you next time. Again, this is the 2025 Wildwood X-Lite 24VIEW, and my name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 no. Sham, meow, 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 sham, meow, 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 chum, him, a, nee, ma, na, ma, na, ma, no.